Alright, happy Monday. So I had the guy come around and replace my smoke alarms this morning. And then I did my individual component of my assessment, like of my group assessment as an individual presentation. So I did that and submitted it. And I'm still like waiting for some things from the group. So I finally finished, I baked brownies, but I also finally finished Phantom. This took a lot longer than I was expecting, honestly. I would give this like a 3.5. It is all right. It's definitely like on theme for October for sure. It is a bit spooky and I just didn't find it that interesting, honestly. I thought I would love it because I love the musical so much, but this is a lot different to the musical. And it is kind of hard to read in some points, like the grammar and all that, and the way he writes is like quite simple. But basically it's like supposed to be a detective's like deep dive and investigation into the opera ghost and like everything that happened at the opera house, and it goes like, I guess, back and forth between periods where it's entirely people having conversations to like chapters where it's just entirely exposition, and it's quite hard to read at times. I just found it like a little bit on the boring side, honestly, which is surprising because what is going on is actually interesting. But yeah, just the way it was told I did find a little bit boring, so I'd give it like a 3 or a 3.5, maybe a 3.5 I suppose. But yeah, this edition by LitJoy is beautiful, so I have no regrets about that. The art inside is also really lovely. But yeah, I mean, I've read it now, so that's good. It's suddenly really hot in here. It was cold before. I think I'm gonna pop on and have a look at my group assignment and see what the group has said and see if I can finish my slide. I'll probably have to wait until everyone else gets like home from work for the day before I can finish putting it all together and submit it. But hopefully that doesn't take us until like 11 o'clock this time. That would be nice. Also, still apologies for my voice. It's a little bit rough from the concert. Yeah, and then I guess the next thing on my TBR was Mark Me by Mila Young. So I might read that, I guess. I might also go and edit my bookshelf video. I started editing it this morning, but maybe if I still haven't heard like more from my group, I could edit while I wait. It's not a bad idea, probably. So let's get to it. Here's my brownies, by the way. I tried some, it's tasty. I never have to write another word for university again. I submitted it. I messaged my group. I said I submitted it. Well done, everyone. Crack open a soju. And now I'm telling you guys, I'm fucking done. I have one quiz. I have a quiz this Saturday, but not worried about that. I only need to watch a few lectures and like download the readings. I haven't downloaded it yet. And then this is how you do the quiz. You open all your readings and all your lecture slides and you go Control F. And that's how you pass the quizzes. So I'm not concerned at all. I'm so glad to be done. Once my results are conferred, I have a master's degree. A master's degree. I'm 24 years old. I work full time. I have an honours degree in law, and I'm gonna have a master's in Intel. Oh my god, girl power. And it's only 8:45. But it is 8:45 and it is a Monday and I have to wake up at 5:30 tomorrow morning, so I guess I should get ready for bed. But I'm stoked. Now I can do all the things I want to do without any guilt. I can start writing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Hey y'all, happy Thursday. I don't know what is going on with my makeup lately. It's so fucking ugly. Anyway, please ignore that my face is yellow and the rest of my body is pink. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I am 238 pages through Mark Me by Amelia Young. Today's the last day of October. OMG, where has my year gone? I am thinking I could probably finish this today. I mean, I probably could have already finished it this afternoon if I wasn't dicking around on TikTok, but oh my god, it's way later than I thought it was. It's 5:30. Oh my god, and also I was cooking and like butter from the pan splashed up on me, so just please ignore that. We're gonna try and finish reading this real quick, so let's get into it. I'm enjoying this, actually. I wasn't sure. I liked Manicures and Mayhem, which is the only other Amelia Young book I've read so far, but it didn't like blow me away, so I was nervous for this. It's not life-changing, but I find it really fun, and when I have sat down to read it, I've like gone really far each time. So I'm thinking maybe if I just sit down right now, I could probably finish this because it's only 400 and something pages. Also, by the way, in case I forget to mention, 410 pages. But when I was flicking to the back to see how many pages it was the other day, look at this. In the back of the book, they have a recipe for chocolate cake. I think I might make it one day. I think I might make it. Maybe I'll put this bad boy on a time lapse and we'll finish reading together. Okay, so I just finished Mark Me by Amelia Young. I sat down to read and also start listening to a lecture because I'm trying to catch up on the lectures I've missed in my tourism class while I've been doing all my assignments and all that. So yeah, I finished it off. I would give this maybe like a 3.75. It was good. I found it really enjoyable. Like, it didn't change my life or leave me fucking breathless or anything like that at any point. And they also didn't bang until the final chapter, which is crazy work. That's like not why I was reading it, but anyway, it's a good idea though. It's just that when all the plot stuff happens in the very last like 2 or 3 chapters, that does annoy me a little bit. I do wish things didn't just all happen at once. You know, when you know the book's only 410 pages and you're at page like 360 and the stuff is only just happening, you know. But I mean, like, this book is not that serious and I don't think it's supposed to be that serious. But the premise is really good. So basically, this girl, our main character Billy, when she is like 17 years old, these guys like break into her room and they're going to kill her, but then her parents come barging in and like a big fight breaks out and both her parents die. And these like marks she has on her arm that she was born with, they like come up out of her skin and turn into swords, and she's able to like defend herself and scare the other guys off. And her mother's like last words to her are to like change her name and her identity and make sure she never gets in contact with anyone from their family again, and like go and live a life and keep your necklace on for protection. So then Billy is 21 and she works in like a menial data entry company, but it gives her access to records and stuff. And eventually she finds a name of someone who she thinks was involved in the death of her parents. She gets that guy's name. It's in Finland, and her pack, like the court she belongs to, there are so many car guys in my area. It is infuriating. Sorry. So yeah, her pack, her like court that she belongs to, she lives in South Africa, but the territory includes Finland and stuff. And there's like a king, I think, but there are dukes and stuff like that. Anyway, she has an uncle who lives in Lapland, so she goes up there to see him and say like, oh, I've got this guy's name, like I'm gonna find out what happened. And there's a lot of mercenaries in her court, so basically her logic is, I'm gonna go to like where the dukes live and try and like get into their systems and find out who this guy is and who put the hit out or whatever. But when she gets there and she stumbles across the dukes, who are 3 brothers, they're half brothers, she discovers that all 3 of them are her fated mates, and they all share a dad and have different mums, and their mums were all the fated mate of their father. So one of them is half wolf, half god. One of them is like wolf shifter, half god. One of them is half demon, half god. And one of them is a griffin and a god. So like a griffin shifter and a god. And yeah, she's basically just like trying to deny what she feels for them because she doesn't know if they are involved / how they are involved in the death of her parents. And she wants to like prioritize figuring that out, but she's like having trouble getting information and all that, and yeah, it goes from there. Very easy read, enjoyable, had a good time. As I said, like didn't blow my mind or change my life, but I would probably recommend it to people who are into like paranormal romance that has a plot and isn't terrible. So I think maybe like a 3.75 would be like a fair evaluation of the book with also being like fair to my emotions about the book. So yeah, I'm definitely glad I read it, and I'm glad I've got more of her work to try, because I mean this is like an enjoyable, lighthearted sort of read for me. And even though I've been having such a hard time mentally and like struggling to really get engaged, every time I sat down with this book I was able to engage with it. So that's a big thing for me right now in this phase where I'm needing to work on my mental health a little bit. So yeah, I'm glad I enjoyed this book, and that means I finished my entire October TBR on the last day of October. Happy Halloween, y'all. So my next thing on my agenda will probably be that I am in the middle of so many series right now, so I think I want to try and focus on finishing some series. And because I am separately working on a video for Zodiac Academy, I think I'm going to focus on Zodiac Academy in the month of November to have like stuff be in that Zodiac Academy video. We will see. Like I'm gonna read other books in between Zodiac, but I think I'm gonna try and do like standalones in between Zodiac Academy, because I want to read Zodiac 3 and then I have to go back and read the Darkmoor Penitentiary books. So there's so many books in that series, but because I was tossing up whether to do Zodiac Academy or whether to finish or go back to the Sword of Truth series. Maybe both, like maybe I'll go back and forth between them a bit. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but because I have started Zodiac, like read the fucking prologue or the first chapter or whatever, I think I'm going to start with Zodiac Academy 3, and we'll obviously talk more about that separately in that video. But what I have started though that I want to finish, I've got volume 1 of Spy Family that I just like very briefly started the other day when I was having trouble focusing. I do really want to read. I want to read like Hurricane Wars, and I also really want to read The Pairing. I think I might pick up The Pairing because I haven't read just like a plain good old contemporary romance in a while. I do really want to read The Breakup Pact as well, but I think I want to read The Pairing perhaps. Let's do The Pairing. And then my other problem as well is that in like the middle slash towards the end of November, November 18th, I am starting a course. So I'm going to be in Sydney for 3 weeks. What the fork am I going to take with me to Sydney? I was going to say maybe I should do a Throne of Glass reread, but when I'm in the middle of a Billion series, the last thing I need to be doing is a reread of Throne of Glass. I'm going to finish my lecture and continue reading Spy Family, which I've only read a little bit. I've watched like part of the anime before, but I've only read a little bit and it is so funny already. I just love Spy Family, it's so good. Okay, I just finished my reading recap for September, October, because I didn't end up doing one for September alone. It got too far into October, and at that point I was like, well, what if I just merged them? Like, it's not like I'm famous. No one's sitting around like, oh my god, Leah, where's your September reading recap? Like, nobody cares. I'm the only one who cares. So yeah, I wore this for it because my hair is so gross, and also I bought this like beanie hat in Japan and I am obsessed with it, but now it's pretty much summer here, so I've not had a chance to wear it at all this year, but I think it's cute. It's a little bit Slavic doll, like not a lot of it, just a little bit Slavic doll. It's definitely more Japanese in fashion, but I like it. And I was wearing my pink dress and I thought it looked cute. So anyway, I'm gonna go take this off first of all, because people here will look at me like, what the fuck, girl, it's like 26 degrees. What are you wearing a fur hat for? I'm gonna go next door to the supermarket and pick up some stuff for me because I am running out of food. And also, I'm either going to pick up the ingredients for a lasagna and make one myself, or if they have the big pre-made ones there, there's a certain brand that makes quite a nice one, I'll buy that. Not for me. A work colleague had a big surgery recently and we're just trying to like put a few things together to help him and his family. That's what I'm going to go and do now. And then yeah, I'll talk to you when I come back. I just grabbed one of these at the supermarket. I've never seen them before. They are Bobby's prebiotic soft drink. Make your gut happy. Nice. Creaming soda flavour. I love creaming soda. I haven't had it in ages because it's too much sugar. 10 calories. 1.5 grams of sugar. That's doable. It tastes vile. It is so bad. Oh no. It's alright, I'll still finish it. Do it for your gut, Leah! Hi guys, so I think it's about 4 p.m. I spent the day with my friend and her baby. It was very, very nice. I had a lot of fun. We ran some errands and stuff, and then I hung out with them until her daughter just literally seemed to refuse to go to sleep as long as I was in the house. I felt bad. Her daughter would like get on the verge of falling asleep and then like turn around and smile at me, and I was like, no. To a certain point I was like, I'm gonna go so that you can actually get this baby to sleep, because she just wants to play with me. Yeah, then I came home and like rotted on the couch for 2 hours, so I haven't read at all today yet, but I am going to edit. But I just did think I would check in and say hi and happy Saturday and all that. My friend is in Korea and she sent me a picture of some of the really cool like 8 albums that they have, like 8 by Stray Kids, their most recent album. She sent me a photo of some of the cool ones she's found while she was there. She was like, if you want anything, like let me know because they're really cheap. And I was like, girl, don't overwhelm me like that. When I was in Japan, I wanted to get like K-pop merch so badly. I went to like all the K-pop stores. I would literally spend an hour or more in there picking up like every photo card of Changbin and like looking at all the merch and like narrowing down what I was gonna get, and then get so overwhelmed and just walk out. But now that Australia has a little bit more access to stuff like through K-pop Bazaar and I Heart K-pop, I am going to try and build up an album collection. I think of like Stray Kids first, and then I'll look into other groups I like New Jeans and P1 Harmony and stuff. Cause yeah, I don't know, just I have like my one EXO album somewhere in my parents' place somewhere. But yeah, I've just never really collected them and I want to. So it is Sunday. I've just come back from my walk. Now I'm gonna bake as I always do on a Sunday. I'm going to do like chocolate cupcakes or chocolate muffins today. I did have some more creative ideas up my sleeve, but I don't want to go grocery shopping again. So I'm just gonna use what I have in the house, which is plenty of stuff, because of course I bake every week. So yeah. Alright, here is my chocolate muffins. I think they look not too bad. I haven't tasted them though. I made them with, I just got ChatGPT to give me a recipe because I was lazy. I made them with vegetable oil instead of butter this time. Normally I use butter. So hopefully they're good, but the batter tasted nice, so I'm hopeful. Then this kind of looks a little bit ratchet, but it should be really good. I just made this Moroccan chicken breast. It smells really, really good, but I'm gonna chop this up and this will be my lunch meal prepped for the week. I mostly just eat meat because most other things make me feel unwell, but chicken and beef I'm fine with. I've even found that pork now makes me nauseous, so just yeah, meat it is. At least I can still eat seasonings and seem to be fine, so I got that going for me.
Look in my eyes. I'm running out of time, running out of time. Tears left to cry, tears left to cry. Don't wanna say goodbye, don't wanna say goodbye. 代替我的眼来看这世界，哪怕这世界如此充满嗜血，来不及和最爱的道别，只坠入无法清醒的梦。
I cleaned out this woodwick candle jar and it's a good height I think for bookmarks. So I'm going to put all of my bookmarks in here. I think that's good. I want to laminate this one because I got it as a gift from one of my favorite YouTubers, Young Hae-ying. So I want to like display it or something. I don't want to actually use that one. I think that works. Looks kind of good. I think that's a good height for it. Good morning, happy Tuesday. So it's 8:30 a.m. I'm not at work because I'm working from home today. I have my psychology appointment at 9:30 and I have to be home for that to use the program. So yeah, I was like, it's impossible to get a car park at my place of work after about 9:30 a.m. By 10, you have literally no hope of getting a car park. So I asked my boss if I could work from home and he said yes. So my job is not really a working from home type of job, but I have like some admin stuff I can do. Not a lot, but it's basically I'd like to work that weird end of year period where nobody cares anymore. So like, we have a job where you can't work from home, go and work from home. Hey guys, so it is midday now. I had my psych, that was good, and I just sat down to read a bit. I'm now halfway through the Zodiac Academy book that I'm up to. I think I'm gonna play some Hogwarts Legacy now. I watched some video guides on it while I was at work yesterday, so I now know how to do a couple of things that I didn't know how to do before. So that's good. So I was watching a guide at first on how to get all the, like where to go to get all the demigods moons, because I was like, there are so fucking many of them and I can't be bothered. But I didn't realize it came up on the map. Like I just never really read this stuff on the side of the map when it comes up. So yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. I'm gonna play Hogwarts now.
All right, I just finished Zodiac 3. It is Wednesday night, 10 p.m. actually. Took me a lot longer than I was expecting because the day I'm filming this is US election day, so I was like, I'm really into politics. So I was like watching a lot of different coverage. Now I think I'm going to start, what is it called? My brain has ceased working. The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. I think definitely gonna start that. There's a really loud like cricket outside, so sorry. I'm like so awake. I'm so awake. It's crazy. It's really hot. It's really, really hot, and I struggle to sleep when it's hot. I mean, it's not really, really hot. It's a top of 31 today, but like my apartment holds the cold a lot, and then when it gets hot, it holds the heat. So I've got like all the doors open, hoping it will like blow some cool air in, but the temperature's still quite warm for this time of night. Hopefully it cools down because I need it to be cold to sleep. Why did it take me so long to read this? We're at the 6th of November and this is the only book I've read. Unacceptable. Let's turn that around. Let's get more productive with the reading. I'm excited. I've had 2 therapy sessions. I'm starting to feel like a better woman. Let's fucking go. I'm about to go out and get some groceries. I just kind of feel a little bit funny today. There's been something going around work, so I really hope I'm not getting anything and that maybe I'm just a little bit more tired than I think I am. Also, it's so windy, so please forgive that. I am just over 30 pages into The Pairing. I read that last night. It's fine so far. I don't think this book is going to be anything too serious. Something I didn't realize though, I guess I just thought based on the cover and the fact that the character's name was Theo, that it was a MM romance, but it's not. I didn't realize until the beginning, and it was like Theo, daughter of, and I was like, oh, are they trans? And then, but their full name's Theodora, so I had to Google it because I was very confused and I didn't want to like say the wrong thing when I was talking about the book. So Theo in this book is apparently non-binary. So yeah, I mean, I did not know that. Now I know. Yeah, I feel a little bit funny. Not sure what that's about. I really hope I don't get sick. I'm gonna mainline some vitamins. I think I'll read a little bit and then play some Hogwarts and just take it easy and really, really, really hope I'm not getting sick. This would be very bad timing. Hello, happy Saturday afternoon. I haven't checked in a while. I know, I'm sorry, but you know, things are just kind of crazy. Not made as much progress through The Pairing as I would have liked. I'm about halfway through now, but I'm actually hoping I can finish this afternoon. I'm gonna commit to the bit. I gotta wash my hair in a minute, but once I get out of the shower, I'm gonna sit down and commit to reading this. I want to finish it. So far, my impression is that it's just okay. There are moments in the book that I really, really like and certain scenes that are very well done, but like the book as a whole is just okay so far. Maybe it will get better and change my mind, but like I'm not blown away. I was actually very excited for it and it's kind of let me down just slightly, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm doing parts. It's my birthday on Wednesday the 13th of November and today is Saturday the 9th. So because I am a bit busy next weekend and be a bit hard to do things for my birthday, I went with my friend and we went to Books Ever After in Bowral and I got a few books and she bought my lunch for me, which is very, very nice. So yeah, I got 3 books, which was good. Check out the edges on this. So cool. This is Up in Flames, the Baton Rouge Bachelor's Duet, a bad boy romance by K.E. Osborne. I'll just read the back of it to you quickly. And Inferno, that's what my life became the second I laid eyes on her. I'm ruthless, calculating, cold-blooded, second in charge of an underworld establishment that men fear and the elite strive for membership. There's no room in my world for an innocent like her. The Baton Rouge Bachelors run this town. Politicians, celebrities, and high society are known to use our services, but make no mistake, the Bachelors are cruel, brutal, and malicious. You need something done, we will do it, for a price, of course. But the women who stand beside us need to be hard, cunning, and just as heartless as we are. So when I meet McKaylee and she is anything but, I know I must protect her from my vile world at all costs, even if it means I have to watch everything I have worked for, everything I have built, go up in flames. Very cool. Excited for this one. When we went there, I was hoping I could find some good like fantasy romance. I want more stuff with like fae in it. Unfortunately, I didn't really find much there in the fantasy section that I was interested in, but in like this dark sort of like bad boy mafia section I found quite a few things, so that's sort of what this all is. It's so pretty. There were a lot actually in the darker contemporary section that I was super interested in, but I couldn't get them all. Not a millionaire. When She Unravels by Gabrielle Sands, a dark mafia romance. This is just a standard paperback. He's the most powerful man in Ibiza, and he'll do anything to make me his. I've been raised to be the perfect mafia wife, but when my marriage turns into a horrific nightmare, I have no choice but to leave everything behind and start a new life. I find myself alone in Ibiza, a place that swallows innocent girls like me alive. I'm robbed the day I arrived, left with nothing but a few euros and the clothes on my back. My desperation leads me right to Demanio de Rossi. He rules over this island with an iron fist, and beneath his strikingly handsome face lies a wicked darkness. I ask him for a job. He gives me far more than that: degradation, jealousy, and toe-curling lust. When my resistance to him is all but gone, a secret is revealed, and we fall apart like a house of cards. But I know what I have to do: run. But when I try, I discover he's already got me bound. Ooh la la. And then this, I've never even seen or heard of this before. It's called The Cult of Serenity by Angel Lawson. It has a blue sprayed edge, which I found very intriguing. Very pretty. But I thought the plot sounded cool. This is like quite dark, but some people call it a cult, but they don't understand. We give it our all, and in return, Serenity gives back by providing a safe, idyllic home. Starting with the order, a marriage arranged by the leader of Serenity to the male of his choice. I don't expect the perfect mate, but when I'm matched with Rex, the rebellious, handsome, and destructive heir of Serenity, I'm stunned, until I find out why I've been chosen. Rex doesn't want me, but his father will do anything to keep his son in line, including having his 3 best friends train me to be the perfect mate in and out of bed. Elon, Silas, and Levi will test my beliefs, my faith, and every ounce of loyalty I have to Serenity. What I don't understand is that Rex's goal is to break free, but first he'll have to break me to make it happen. Ooh la la. So yeah, those are the 3 crazy books I picked up. I'll take the plastic off this one, and then we can go and find fucking somewhere for these to go on my shelves. Okay, so I just finished The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. I would give this a like 3.75. I was thinking a 3.5, but there were a couple of moments that I really liked. So I think in fairness for those moments, like I'd give it a 3.75. It was a good read. I think a lot of people would like this. I thought it was good. Didn't take me too long to read it. It is quite long. The chapters are quite long as well, because it's like 1 chapter per location that they're in, so some of them do seem a little bit long, but you know, it's not too bad at all. The only thing they talked about was wine, pastries, and sex, and everyone in the book is bisexual, like every single person. So it does read a bit like a Casey McQuiston glorification of Europe, and like a crazy misinterpretation that all Europeans are bisexual. But hey, like, it's fiction. It was fun. Yeah, I liked it, but it didn't really grip me, so I think a 3.75 is fair. But it is like a little immature, like the characters are a little immature. They sort everything out in the end, but yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to be friends with either of these people, just personally. But It's a fun book, and this is just such a beautiful copy. I absolutely adore what Afterlight did with this. So yeah, that one is done now. So I'm going to pick up Dark Fae. I've read the first like 10 pages of this, like the prologue I read in bed the other night. This is the first book in the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac part of the Solaria universe. So again, this is one of the ones I'm not going to talk about at length in this video because it's going to go in the Zodiac Academy video. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know that this is what I'm starting next. I'm trying to prioritize Zodiac Academy at the moment. I'm going on a blind date tomorrow, so hopefully it goes well. We'll see. I hope so. I'm a bit nervous though, so I'm trying not to think about it too much. Alright, I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, happy Sunday afternoon. Crouched down, it's a bit unladylike. I am making orange and poppy seed muffins. I just put these ones in the oven. There's a bit of extra batter, so I probably can get 2 more, or at least 1 more out of there. Probably 2 though, I think. So that's fun. I had my date today. I was super nervy, but it actually went really well. We talked for like 5 hours straight, so that's pretty good. Happy about that. Now I'm just home doing my baking, and then I've got to like meal prep my lunches, and yeah, I'll probably read some of Dark Fae, or I might just dive right into Hogwarts. I haven't played Hogwarts in a couple of days. I really want to. I don't know what I'm going to read after Dark Fae, because I think I'm going to keep doing where I like read one Zodiac book and then I read a non-Zodiac book. So I don't know what I'll read after that. I might read, honestly, I might even read Hunting and Haunting Adeline. We'll see, maybe. We'll see what happens. I don't know, there's just so many books I want to read, and I have trouble like picking what vibe am I going to go for this time, you know? Also, Daniel Jackson released the like cover preview of Gatebound, reminding my future self to put a picture of it here. I'm so excited for this book. I'm just stoked. I can't wait to read it. It's like definitely in my top most anticipated reads for 2025. So pretty exciting. Alright, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Alright, so happy Monday. I'm so tired today, but I did manage to drag myself to the gym this afternoon for the first time since I've been home. I didn't do anything crazy. I did an hour on the treadmill, pretty much exclusively walking. I ran a little bit, but my knees were just, so I'm gonna work my way up to it again. So at least I've got in there now, and that's like one hurdle, mental hurdle over. I read a bit while I was on the treadmill, so now I am almost 20% of the way through Dark Fae. More on that at a later date. I'm just chilling. I do really need to edit a video, but I don't know if I'll save that for Wednesday on my half day. I did get my grades back for one of my classes, like for my final assessment. I honestly, when I submitted that, I thought I killed it. I only got like a pass. I think I was like 1 mark off a credit. Overall, I should still get, depends how firm they are. So I'm just over 74%. I'm hoping they round up and give me 75, because that will be a distinction. If I miss a distinction by 1 mark, hey, I'll have to learn to live with it, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. And then I haven't got my grades back for my simulation class yet. I don't know why. They are supposed to come out this week, so hopefully they do. I haven't written in a couple of days, and I am feeling bad about that, so I might try and do some of that this afternoon as well, because I was writing it quite consistently there for a while. I was making really good progress, so yeah, maybe I'll do some of that this afternoon and probably play Hogwarts, like I say. Let's be real. So yeah, that's about it. I thought I'd check in. It's a bit like whenever I'm reading a Zodiac Academy book, this part of the vlogging is kind of difficult because I am choosing not to share my thoughts on those books at that time for its separate video, but yeah, that's what's up. happy Tuesday, the 12th of November. Tomorrow I will be 25 and I do not feel like tomorrow is my birthday at all. This afternoon at work I was not feeling well. I was having a bit of a flare-up, but I did go to the FedEx depot and pick up my Afterlight box. So let's see this one. This will be my last one until like January's box, which would arrive in February. This is October's box, which is of course arriving mid-November because that's how Afterlight works. Yeah, I normally people in the UK and stuff get these boxes before I do in Australia. Usually theirs arrive before mine even ships. Sometimes the case. But I actually don't think I've seen any spoilers for what this book looks like. I know which book it is. It should be Best Hex Ever. It's another witchy pick, but I don't know what to expect of the book. So let's take a look. I put a spell on you. Best Hex Ever by Nadia El-Farsi. Ooh, that's so wow. Oh wow. See it in a minute, but that cover is so pretty. I'm really impressed. There we go. Beautiful. I love that dust jacket. Gorgeous. Nice are the edges. The edges are cute. Not really what I expected, but they're cute. Oh, the end papers are gorgeous. All right, let's take off the... Oh, I love the naked hardback. Oh, Nadia El-Farsi is a half Moroccan, half Australian author of spicy romance and fantasy. I didn't know she was Aussie. Amazing. That's the dust jacket. And then look at this. Kitchen Witch. Rosewater essence and lemon zest, a spell to warm up your fingers and toes after spending too long in the cold. This is gorgeous. Ooh, I really, really like this. Look at that. I like it. I like it. And this end paper art. Look how beautiful that is. The signature page. I don't know if it's digitally signed. Yeah, it must be digitally signed. When it comes to love, sometimes the recipe needs a little magic. Dina is a skilled kitchen witch and cafe owner serving magic-infused pastries to her loyal customers, but it's hard not to feel something is missing when you're cursed to hurt anyone who falls for you. Scott is a museum curator recently back in London after a brutal breakup 2 years ago and is looking to make up for the time he missed. He's determined to be the perfect best man at his best friend's upcoming wedding, but his plans take an unexpected turn when he meets the bewitching maid of honor. After a weekend in the countryside full of peculiar hedge mazes, palm readings by candlelight, and a midnight Halloween ritual, there's no denying the chemistry between them, but there's just one problem. The hex still holds and Dina knows that Scott is in danger. Can Dina break the spell before it breaks both of their hearts? Interesting. I'm very curious. How long is this book? 286 pages. It's a bit of a nice short one. What height is this? Is this a demi or a royal? I can't quite tell. I have to go put it on my shelf and figure it out. My packing boxes just arrived as well. I need to get some packing done because I'm running out of time. I had to pack for my course, I got to pack for my Christmas holidays, and I also need to pack up what I'm not going to take on course and Christmas holidays to go in storage until I move into my new place. But anyway, let's go mark this on my shelf, find some room for it somewhere. Okay, yeah, it's definitely royal. Those are demis there, and it's taller than that, and then the pairing there is a royal, and that's the same height. The question is, I think I'm gonna have to move this to fit anything more in that shelf. I'll put that up the top in a minute. Shove these over. Amazing how this has gone from being not full at all to quite full very, very quickly. Okay, best hex ever. Can
go in.
Hello, it's my birthday. I'm 25, I'm so old. No, I'm not old, I know that. I feel like you don't even start to get old till you're 45. Anyway, my sister was so generous for my birthday. I was like, that is a lot, thank you so much. And she was like, it's fine, I'm doing smaller Christmas gifts this year. Okay. So my sister got me a $100 gift voucher for Harvey Norman, which is great because I really want to get some new appliances. And then she also gave me $100 in vouchers for QBD. That is crazy. So that's lovely. And then my auntie gave me $50 for Dimmicks, so I can do some book shopping. My mum gave me $200 for Harvey Norman, which is very, very generous. I love my family, they're so sweet.
I started this yesterday because it was my birthday and I thought, let me read this book that I picked up on the weekend that I was really intrigued by. And now I am, 116 pages? I really, really like this. This is really good. I knew I chose it for a reason. I just couldn't stop thinking about it when we were in the store, and I grabbed it, and I'm glad I did because I really like it so far. I just love, it's dark romance, but it's cults. I love that. I don't know, there's something about culty smut that it's just good. Just goodness. I love it.
Hi guys. So, happy Friday. I have a couple of things. I apologize for any noises. My whole neighborhood is just like people, I don't know what's going on at the moment. It's just like guys driving around in really loud cars or motorcycles and police sirens. It's super strange. I live in a good area. I don't really understand what's going on, but oh well. So my sister got me, speak of the devil, ignore that please. My sister got me a gift voucher for QBD, so I decided to put it towards getting a set I've really been wanting. So let's get right to that. I do need to start packing up my books. Also my shelf is essentially full. So I'm not going to put these on the shelf or anything. I'm just going to unbox them and then pack them, essentially. I really do need to pack my bookshelf, but I don't want to because it makes me happy to look at it. But I had better. I might do that Sunday morning. Actually, I could do that when I get back from my course. Pretty much, I need to drive to Sydney to this Sunday. I'm in Sydney for 3 weeks for a course, but as soon as I get back from that course, I'm moving. So I have to they do most of the packing for you. The way my job gets you moved, they hire people and they pack it for you. But I got a few pack by owner boxes because you have to pack your own clothes and that sort of thing. And then I requested a bunch of boxes to pack, I guess, my more precious books in because I'm worried. I like this recycled packaging. That's very cool. All right, so this is the set I got from QBD. I've had my eye on this for a while and it is beautiful already. This is the Hunger Games Deluxe set. Hardcovers. I thought these were paperback actually until after I ordered them and I realized they were hardcover, but they are just absolutely gorgeous. So let me get this open. Beautiful. Pull them out. They don't have dust jackets, which I quite like. The leaves on these look textured, but it's not a textured design. But other than that, they're just stock standard hardbacks, but I think they're just so beautiful. Ever since I saw these, I was like, I have to have them. I love the Hunger Games. It's catching fire. Beautiful. Mockingjay. I love the color choices. I think it looks beautiful. It's like it's quite a light-hearted design, I suppose, and bright colors, but I feel like not in an inappropriate way for the content. Then the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I do like that the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is included as well, and not just the trilogy. So yeah, that's the set. Very happy with that. Thank you to my sister for my voucher for my birthday, because I've been eyeing these off and I'm very happy to have them. I got a voucher from my auntie from QBD. So I made an order for a set there as well, but like click and collect, and I haven't heard about the collecting it part yet, so I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'm sure I'll find out soon. And then I was at Big W this afternoon getting some Christmas gifts, and of course I had to go look at the books. Big W is really the best, in my opinion, with the exception of going to a secondhand store. If you want brand new books, Big W has the best prices. Like Kmart and stuff can have good choices too, but I find my Big W has a really good range and it's very cheap. So of course I have been talking about getting another copy of Jane Eyre in just the Penguin Classic cover, because I do want to reread and annotate. I reread recently in my beautiful painted edition and was just desperate to annotate the whole time, so that's what this will be for. I did want to reread again before the end of this year, but because I'm just packing and all that, and we'll have to pack my annotation stuff, I'm thinking I might do this early next year, do another reread. And then I've never heard of this before, but I decided to pick this up. I don't tend to check out the YA section too much, but I saw this and I just thought it looked really, really cool. I love that cover. I think it's fantastic. So this is Isle of the Gods by Amy Kaufman. I'll just read a bit out to you from this. So magic, romance, and slumbering gods clash in this riveting fantasy world spanning gangsters' dens, forgotten temples, and the high seas, from the internationally best-selling author of The Aurora Cycle and The Illuminae Files. I've never read her work before, but I'm excited. So Sally has salt water in her veins, so when her father leaves her high and dry in the port of Kirkpool, she has no intention of riding out the winter at home while he sails to adventure. But any plans to follow him are dashed when a handsome stranger with telltale magician's marks commandeers her ship under cover of darkness. He is Prince Leander, and he needs to cross the Crescent Sea without detection so he can complete a ritual on the sacred Isle of the Gods. Shelley has no desire to escort a spoiled prince anywhere, and no time for his entitled demands or his good looks. But what starts as a leisure cruise will lead to acts of treason and sheer terror on the high seas, bringing two countries to the brink of war, two strangers closer than they ever thought possible, and two dangerous gods stirring from centuries of slumber. I thought this sounded really intriguing. It's giving me, the summary is giving me vibes of a lot of the YA fantasy books I do really like Shadow and Bone, for example, Throne of Glass. It has a little bit of that energy, and I'm very intrigued by pirate stuff at the moment. I really want to read The Ever King. I haven't yet, but I don't know, there's just something about pirates at the moment where I'm I have to get that. Plus this cover was so beautiful, and I saw the sequel there as well, and that was a gorgeous book. So, I'm hopeful that this will be really good. I have strayed more towards adult fantasy this year rather than young adult fantasy, but I do want to still read YA fantasy. I get a lot, in the past at least, I've got a lot out of it, and I think it'll be good to balance a lot of the adult books I read tend to be adult because they have smut in them, and sometimes it's nice to take a break from that. Not all of them, some of the books I read, I love the Sword of Truth series, obviously that's adult fantasy, and not so much there's stuff in them. but that's not the focus and that's not why it's adult. It's like the experience as a whole. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying to like be diverse. I mean, I mostly read fantasy, but within the fantasy genre, I am trying to be diverse. Like I've been reading a lot more paranormal than normal, not more paranormal than normal. I've read a lot more adult fantasy this year, mythological fantasy fiction, but I haven't really read YA fantasy this year. There's a couple of exceptions, but yeah, I just think this looks like my sort of thing, so I thought I'd pick it up. I'm still reading Dark Fae. It's coming along. My thoughts about all the Cyrillia books will be in another video, but just letting you know, I'm still tracking through Dark Fae. And then The Cult of Serenity, I am really liking this. So now I might be the same as where I last told you I was. I'm at 116 pages. So this is 3 books bound into one. Every time I sit down and read this, I'm like, oh my god, it's so good, let me just read one more chapter. But then the chapters are really short, so I'm like, oh well, I can just, that was only like 3 pages, so let me just read another chapter, and I keep doing that over and over. So every time I do sit down to read this, I'm gobbling it up. I think it's really good. Like, I really like the culty stuff, so I'm enjoying this so far. It's really good. Okay, excuse me, my dishwasher is going, so if you can hear that, forgive me. I am going to end this vlog here. I need to like hurry up and finish packing and get ready and go to Sydney. I'm going to be in Sydney for the next 3 weeks for a course for work. I just finished Dark Fae, which is the first Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac book, which again I'll talk about more in the Cyrillia video that will eventually come out. So I didn't read much of The Cult of Serenity yesterday. I am 156 pages through, but this is going to be my next focus for reading. So I'm going to take this with me to Sydney. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it was, and I hope to see you in the next vlog. Bye.